Oh, yeah, you're a strong man. Okay. Thank you, Yaro. Okay, see you next time. Yeah. Bye bye. You won't believe what happened to me yesterday. I don't know if I will say something about what happened. I'm just speaking it here. I think I'm not lying if I say I almost died. I was shooting some nice images. I was quietly sitting under some palm trees there. It was paradise, close to the laguna. And it became an inferno, the worst inferno I've experienced of my life. I would say the most dangerous experience I had in my life. I'm still very sensitive now. I almost died. I was attacked by some bees. Not only a few bees, not dozens or no, I was attacked by several full hive, I think, in that place in the middle of the bush close to the water. It's a long story, very long story. I don't know if you want to hear it. I don't know if I will put that online. I stopped all the camera, so I was shooting with the GoPro. And you know, when this bee arrived, they arrived in 1 second, and they arrived 500 or 1,000 or even more than this. All my arms were black, and my head and my hairs fully covered with bees. You could not see my skin. I ran away. I threw the cam. I started to try to rub my face, and my glasses went. It was a really big nightmare. I ran away on the road. I fell down. I think I broke that right finger. It's not broken, but it's swallowed. And I saw smash my face on the ground. So I ran away on that road, but the bees were still here. Not 100 of bees. It's thousands of bees, all the hives. It was crazy. And I had so much bites. I ran into the water from the road. I came back to the bush and I jumped into the laguna. But even there I needed to breathe, and they were biting my head everywhere. The top of my crane here behind is the doctor yesterday, I think he took maybe 200 needles from the top of my hair. They spent 2 hours, so I've spent maybe 1 hour in the water. And I escaped these bees. I went far in the water, and at some point they stopped following me, so I could start breathing. Because when I was putting my mouth out of the water, some bees were just entering my mouth, my nose, so I could not even breathe. When I was putting my mouth out of the water, it was black. There was thousands of bees just ready to kill me. It's a nightmare. You trust me if you want, you don't trust me if you don't want, I don't care. This is what happened to me yesterday. And I left my bag, this bag on my belly, and inside that bag, when I ran away, it was close to the bike when I ran away the first time on the road. So after I went out of the water, I did a long round. I came back on the main road, and the bike was I would say 70 meters down. The bee was not here. Were not here when I was on the road. And I took my courage, and I know I will be beaten, but I know I have only one thing to do, is to take my bag and my bike can go. When I arrived there, they start attacking me, a proper attack. There were maybe hundreds of fly on my bag. It was not closed. I closed the zipper, I took the bag, I put it on my back. I jumped on the bag, I made it, wow, so frightening. I made a U-turn. I went up the small hill and I went on the road, and then I took off the helmet because some bees were inside my helmet. And from here I was free from the bees, but my body was not good at all. I was not feeling good at all. So in the water I thought I was dying. I thought there is no escape because it lasts for maybe 40 minutes or 50 minutes in the water. I could not I could not breathe. Every breathing was bringing some bites, and dozens of bees on my hairs every time I was breathing, and I brought them. I was putting my head again in the water, and they were coming with me under the water. I was rubbing my face and to kill them, and around me in the water was once more time hundreds of bees. I'm not exaggerating, dead in the water around me. So I guess this were making them even more hungry. So when I was back on the road, I could not drive. I escaped with the energy I have. I did 100 meters with the bike, and the bees were not following me. And I just sat, and then one bike man came with another man. He was his passenger. I told them to help me. I told them I cannot drive, but I need a doctor now. And I asked the man to drive my bike. I asked the passenger if he knew how to drive bike, and I told him he needs to bring me to the closest hospital. What he did, they had to load me on the bike because I was not able to load. I was not able to carry my own body. I was blue. My arm, hands were blue. My face was totally swallowed, and my eyes almost closed because they were biting. They were beating me. However, I arrived to the hospital, and everything was quite fast. They took me directly. They took the story very seriously because it looks like they are used with this. We are now driving to I did not introduce the video I'm doing. I don't know what I will do. We are now driving to Accra, and this drive to Accra is the road I took yesterday, and this is the road where I was attacked by the bees here in front. So welcome on the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna use the talk I did before. I will finish it. So I did not shoot anything, you can understand that. I went to the hospital. The guy loaded me on the back of my bike. He drove me to the hospital, and in the hospital they put me in a wheelchair and in the bed, and they give me very fast 2 different injections, one with cortisone and some other products, I don't know, and another one. The pain was very terrible. My head was very paining, all my arms, my neck, my shoulder and my chest were full of these bites. And so I've stayed in the hospital, but I could not stop thinking about the glasses I left there and the camera, but I would not have, I mean, the camera was a small problem. The glasses is a huge problem actually, because I need to drive, I need to read, I need to my phone died because I went in the water with the phone in the pocket. The phone is not starting now. I will give it a try after one day, after another day. Let's see if it dries or not. I don't have a GPS now. I'm going to Accra I know that road a little because it happens just here, those bees. So yeah, I was in the hospital for 2 hours. No, I was in the hospital for, I would say, 4 hours, because this happened around, I think, 12, the attack of the bees. I think 1 hour and a half after I was in the hospital. Yes, and I went out of the hospital just before the night. I could not stop thinking about my glasses, and I went back on the way back. I was feeling better after the injection, so they gave me 4 different bags with some medicines and something to hydrate my body because I was dehydrated. My level sugar was 27. They said I must be diabetic, or it's not normal. They asked me to come and check this morning, what I already did this morning before leaving. I went again with an empty belly. My sugar level was 9, and they said it's too high, that I must have diabetes and I should check this. So here on the left is the place where the inferno started. It's I swear, this is the worst thing happened in my life. So I saw those palm trees yesterday, and I wanted to stop, to relax and take good pictures. I went down here. I will not come again. And just here, this happened here. We went this morning. It's a long story. I will just give you some rough details. It took 5 hours. We got the glasses back. There was a juju guy came first, some voodoo man with cigarette and other type of smokes, and he tried to drive the bees far. This is what he was telling me, but it did not work, and he said he has to call someone else. And there's another man who arrived with a bunch of dry leaves you use for the roofs, and some full gear for face and arms and everything. And he went in, he smoked, he burned those herbs. I knew exactly the place where was the glasses. It was, and I showed him the place, and he smoked all around. And he even burned some of these grasses everywhere. And after 30-minute digging here, we were on the road because he was obviously attacked by bees, but he has all the gear. So after maybe 30 minutes searching for the glasses, he just shouted something in Ewe, and I understood what was the meaning. I understood he found it. So I just ran close to him. I could not help myself but giving a hug, like if he was my biggest love. So that's the story. My mud is very low. I don't know if you can see anything. I don't think you can see. I've got bite everywhere on my body, really everywhere. My arms is full of bites. With the medication they give me anti-allergic pills that I took this night, yesterday night. I'm not swallowed anymore. All the swallowed has gone. But yeah, I thought I was dying. I was not able to see any escape with these bees. And yes, the doctor told me in my case, in the scenario I'm describing, is 50% of people are dying. He told me this this morning when I went to check my blood sugar. He told me I was wise to go in the water. This was my only escape, my only way to stay alive. You could have seen my body. I was completely blue. I was very blue. I don't know if it's because I was breathing a lot, over breathing because of the run, because of the fight, or because of the bite. I was dizzy, and I was just very afraid to faint in the water. I thought if I was fainting here, it was the end, and I was very close to faint, very, very close. Thanks God, as people are saying around, the Laguna saved me. The water was very warm, very, 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 very warm. Was maybe, I don't know. It was very warm. I went in with my clothes, shoes, trouser, phone, and money. The keys of the bag remained on the bag. That's a good thing, because I would have maybe lost them. So I will maybe stop speaking about that. I will maybe do a short video explaining you this. I don't know. I don't know if that camera shoot anything. When I was struggling with the bees, I left one camera on the floor, and I mean, I escaped, but I don't know if the camera was on or not. We've collected it this morning with the glasses. It was easy to find the camera because there was the long stick for like the selfie stick. Yeah, nothing has been shot. I was not in a mood to shot anything for sure. And yeah. My plan was to come on that road and fly the drone and do some beautiful videos for you guys. So I did like some kind of yeah, preparation. I knew what to shot. Different plans. It did not happen. But the most important thing is I've got my glasses and I am alive. I've lost my phone in the story, it's dead, but beside the fact that I don't have any GPS or any map, or that I don't know what time is it, it's very okay. So I've traveled a lot, really a lot, everywhere in Asia, a lot in Africa and in Europe, and I've sometimes experienced difficult situations. But I never felt I was so close. Yeah, I was very close to die. I knew it at this time that I was almost dying. It was difficult. It was a very difficult time. I would I wouldn't wish that to anybody. When you see, I mean, it's very impressive. I'm still shocked now with the noise of insects. It was very impressive because it was very quiet. It was a little paradise, and in 1 second they all came at once. My body was fully covered with them. In a second there were thousands of bees on myself everywhere. It's very shocking, extremely shocking. So I could not sleep all the night. could not sleep at all. I slept maybe 2 hours. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I was thinking to go back to Lagos, but when we found back my glasses this morning, it gave me a little of hope. Without the glasses, I would have gone back to Lagos. I will keep driving. I'll keep producing some more videos, guys. I'm on my way to Accra. I think I will shorten my plan. My plan was to round a little bit around Lake Volta, but I will not do it anymore, I think. Let's see. So apparently this is the road to Accra. apparently no GPS, no phone. I think Accra is the capital, so I should see some sign at the big junction. This is the main road. The hospital I went before yesterday is in my back. That's why I knew how to come to this junction. I asked people from that junction, how can I go to Accra? They told me you just go straight. So welcome to Ghana. We are driving to Accra. I'm still alive.